Well, howdy, everybody. Teresa here, and
Hi, Brad.
the hybrid. And the critters, right, Charlie? And the Nixie running up here to me. Hi, Noodle. Anyway, Teresa here, and it is April 9th, 2018. It is 3:59 p.m. on this Monday, and it is, let me find my phone.
It's over underneath. It's on this TV tray right there.
Oh, you wouldn't think I could. No, that's my old one, babe.
Oh.
Where's my new one? There it is. It's plugged in. Yeah. It's my new one.
Monday.
Oh, I have to unlock it first, guys.
Come on.
Okay. Let's see. Goodness. Like a million things. Okay, let's do the weather. It is 77 degrees right now. Feels like 77. The high is 77. The low will be 60. It is very, very overcast. We're supposed to have an 80% chance of rain today. Supposed to start any time. So, yeah, that's what's going on there. Sorry if anybody was concerned. I took yesterday off, and I'm going to start taking Sundays off again. It's really nice to just kind of disconnect from social media for the most part for a day and just spend time with your spouse or your family. And that's what I did, and that's what I'm going to start doing. Saturday, I did a ton of stuff. In fact, I was on the phone with Linda, and I swept and I mopped and did my housework and stuff. Brad was outside barbecuing chicken, and then I made baked potatoes and green beans with it. And then we just had a pretty much uneventful night. I did a pour. Some people saw it and stuff, but I did. If you're friends with me on Facebook and stuff, you saw it. It was a face, but I'll show it. But if you're not friends with me on Facebook, I have a page titled the same thing. You can go look there. I don't know if it's on there or not, actually. Instagram and Twitter, same deal, though. But I can show it, just save you guys some hassle. This top one right here. It was a dirty pour using dish soap. I did another pour using WD-40, which turned out okay, but I did not take pictures of it. Here's another one. These are just small ones. And then I did a bigger one. It turned out pretty cool. I'm only doing these because I was trained in classical fine art. And, but I'm doing this, I want to get some unique background for possible abstracts and also for some paintings I want to do of ocean life and birds and stuff. I thought it'd be kind of unique. So, I'm happy with those. I want to do more on a larger one of a scene of that would detect being underwater in the ocean, and I want to do some like betta fish, some different type of fish, some sea turtles, etc. So I did that, and then that, I made another hat Saturday night, or I finished it actually. It's a medium adult, so that'll go in for Rhode Island, and that was about it. And then Sunday, I just kind of rested for a while. It wasn't feeling real perky. And then I did go outside, though, and plant. Saturday night, we did go to the store, I think. Yes, and we did get the tomato plant. I got 4 tomato plants and 2 pepper plants. I got all kinds of different tomatoes and peppers. So I planted those in their pots. I had those bigger pots that I got from Dollar Tree. Love those. Those are a good deal, guys. And you know, they already have the holes. You just have to place the holes out from the bottom. Planted those, and then I threw the seeds down. I had morning glories, marigolds. I always plant marigolds right by my tomatoes because it attracts the bees. But I had forget-me-nots, black-eyed Susans, and zinnias. So I cleared out some pots that this stuff was done in, and threw down the seed, and then Brad put some soil on top, and it was helping me water because my back and stuff was really hurting and everything. So then when we came in, I laid down for a while, and Brad started working on, he wanted to make homemade Hot Pockets. And he doubled the pizza dough recipe, and he made, they're probably double the size of the Hot Pockets. We just each had one for lunch. They are so good. It's almost like a calzone. And he used ground beef, sausage, you know, cooked, pepperoni, mushroom, onions, and peppers. And he made his own tomato sauce and then mozzarella, and they are good. And it made 12 of them, and you know, he freezes them, so that'll be great. And I did go in last night when I got up after dinner and started painting. And I did start another hat. But I just feel very kind of tired, and I couldn't really figure out why. And, you know, I know it's kind of running a fever. And then last night when I went to take a shower, I discovered that I have a long history of fighting. I got a staph infection when I gave birth to my first child in 1983. I've been fighting staph infections in my right breast ever since, off and on. At one point in time, it got so bad that they did surgery. They thought it was breast cancer because it was like the size of an orange. And they got in there and discovered that it was a walled-off staph infection. They made the mistake of pulling me back up, though. Cleaned it all out, and it went through very, very deep through the center of my breast tissue. And within days, the infection grew. They had to reopen me in the doctor's office with Brad assisting the surgeon. He'll never forget that. No. He's like, you want me to what? And, you know, here's his wife, and, you know, her breast is open, and, you know, that's kind of horrifying in itself. And so that led to PICC lines and IV antibiotics, which I've had quite often. Long story short, I discovered, I got undressed and stuff, that it looked like that was happening again. By the time I woke up this morning, it was worse, with the red streaking, and you know, it almost gets pitting like of an orange, the skin and stuff, and it's very, very tender and stuff. And by the time from 7:30 I got up at 7, and then by 8:30 our appointment, it had gotten even worse, and she had never seen a case like this. You know, and it was hot to the touch and stuff, and she was like, wow, you know. And so anyway, that's why I wasn't feeling too hot. And I'm on clindamycin 3 times a day for 10 days, a very high dose of it. So hopefully that'll take care of it. If not, I'll have to, you know, of course, go back in. And so we had doctor appointments this morning and went over the blood work. And besides the infection, both of our A1Cs were 10, which is very high. We're both on insulin. Toju or something, and the insulin pen will be on 20 units. It's a basal injection, and then we'll go from there. I can't take metformin because I am allergic. Brad is on the metformin. I was on a glimepiride or something. She told me to not take that anymore because it's not doing anything. So we got that. I have another. I don't know where it is now. Oh, is it? I'm on another. I've maxed out as much lisinopril as I can take, and my blood pressure was down a lot, but it was 158 over 101. So I'm on this additional drug for the blood pressure. But besides those two issues, kidney functions fine, liver functions fine, cholesterol and everything's just fine. Gonna watch the thyroid. I'm already on thyroid medication, but my thyroid, she said, the blood test showed it's actually my thyroid is not malfunctioning, but a signal up in my brain says that it is, and it's sending all kinds of stuff in the bloodstream. That's something we'll have to watch. So that's all this with me. All that it is with Brad is his blood pressure is good. It was like
127 over 86.
Yeah, and so, and he takes a low dose lisinopril. And besides that, besides him being on the insulin, and he may not have to stay on his because he does take the metformin and it may correct itself. His cholesterol and everything's good, so everything's good. So won't have to go back for 2 months, and then we'll have to have all the blood work and stuff done, unless the staph infection doesn't react well to this, because it is a antibiotic. It is a resistant staph infection. So we'll see. That explains why I haven't felt real perky, that I've been feeling so tired and stuff. And she said, yeah, that will do it. Besides the diabetes and stuff. But we're getting there. We still really like her. She's really great. She's really thorough and stuff. So very happy with that. And after we had the doctor's appointment, we went out for breakfast. And then I came home and took a nap. And then my hero of a husband, I gotta tell you guys this story, okay? The pharmacy called right away. We were still at breakfast, and our prescriptions were ready, our new ones. So he always calls to see how much they are, and they said each one of us, our insulin pen was going to be $90 with the insurance. And so he got on the phone looking up. They said there may be, a card by the manufacturer that, a discount card. So he looked up, he got one, he printed it out, did not work. He took it there, did not work. Comes home, I'm taking a nap, and he prints out a new one, and then when I get up from the nap, he has me print it out, and then he takes both of those back to the pharmacy. They still don't work, but she's got this wonderful pharmacy tech, has this whole drawer of assorted cards and stuff, and she found a couple, goes, here, try these. So he went and because he had to go register with them, he went and he go registered with them, and they worked. And with those cards, our insulin was 0. So you guys, if you're getting a medication and it's like really high, your insurance is covering it, but it's really high, always check to see if there is a card or a coupon by that drug manufacturer for that drug, because it pays to do that. We used to do that with the Victoza. We're not on the Victoza right now because you have to jump through a bunch of hoops and show that you've tried this, and that before the insurance company will do it. And right now we're tired of not feeling perky and stuff, so we just want to get on the insulin and get stuff stabilized, get those numbers down. And but we used to do that, and it was $25 for each of us a month on that. So anyway, it all worked out really great. He is my hero, and he fought really hard and stuff. So that's why I keep saying I know that. So I dropped another 2 pounds. Brad dropped 4. So that's great. We're plugging away at that slowly but surely, and going to keep working hard on that. I also did talk to her about my water pill. because she said, you know, it's such an extremely high amount that I take for water pills. And I said, well, I don't take them all the time. I said, I was going to talk to you about that. I said, I only take it if I'm really swollen, and a lot of times I only take half the dose unless I'm super swollen. And she said that was fine. And then Brad talked to her about that he'd been drinking a glass of wine a night because that seems to help him go to sleep the best. And, you know, a lot of doctors and stuff recommend, you know, a glass of wine. You know, helps your heart. And what you say, it helps your colon too?
Yeah, it helps a whole bunch of
yeah.
stuff.
Well,
And,
we weren't sure, though. He wasn't sure being a diabetic. They always say alcohol is a big no-no. And she said a glass of wine a night was perfectly fine for him. So he was very happy about that because he has been having such a hard time sleeping lately. It's not the bed. We got wonderful beds.
Yeah.
It's just he has a hard time getting his mind to click off and stuff. And, I mean, the poor guy the other night, he was up, I think it was Friday night. I think you were up till
5.
yeah,
Like that,
and so, you know, but that's been working, but I was really happy when you brought that up to her and stuff, you know, and, you know, because I wondered too about, well, you know, is that what we should be doing with, I mean, I hadn't said anything to him, it's his body, but, you know, but yeah, she said that was perfectly fine.
Well, you know, one of my biggest hesitations with having a glass of wine every night is there's alcoholism on both sides of my family.
Right.
And, you know, I don't want to become like that. I see these people in the store.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to become like that. And that's why I'm really, really cautious on whenever I drink.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's a glass of wine.
Yeah.
And if it were some night that you were super tired, you probably wouldn't drink that glass of wine.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, there was a couple times I didn't.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have it every single night, but, you
No.
know, on the nights that... That's really a big pallet.
Is it?
Does that hurt?
But
yeah, so I was telling them about what you did to get, and told people, you know, to always check if there may be a coupon or a card or something.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask your pharmacist too.
Yeah.
Go in instead of don't go through the drive-thru to do this because it takes some time.
Yep.
But go in and, you know, have them look and stuff. I mean, because he just saved us $180 a month. So, you know, I really appreciate that.
Got us a better prescription than.
Yeah, and because I was like, let's just get the vials. You know, I have the needles and stuff. Let's just get the vials, and he really likes the injectable pens. And the doctor even said the injectable pens are preferred because it's a more precise dose. You know, so yeah.
Well, and the one thing too is, I mean, yeah, like you said, a more precise dose. You know, having to measure out the syringes and everything, and me personally, I will be more likely to skip my medication if it takes me longer.
Oh yeah,
you know.
yeah.
You know, and it's not that I'm that friggin' busy. It's just, you know, that's the way I roll.
Well, yeah, it is. But yeah, so it's been a good day. I won a giveaway, and you'll see I already did the video for that right before this one. And so I won all this wonderful cotton yarn and a book on how to make these different washcloths, seasonal ones, all different kinds. And it came with tulle, and it came with crochet hooks, a nice pouch with crochet hooks, needles, and tape measure, and stitch markers. And I'm excited about that. And I'm going to be down for a few days till I get this infection more under control. Because, yes, I don't feel that perky. I feel very sleepy. But also, because I am large-breasted, every time I move my arm and stuff, I bump the breast tissue, and it's very painful. So I'm not going to, I don't know if you'll vacuum or not, you know, and just mop real quick. That'll be good enough, you know, and just call it good for today, because we got to get out the meat for tacos.
Okay.
And we're going to have tacos tonight.
Oh, I got to eat tacos.
And just, Brad's going to watch Merlin, him and Linda, man. They were even talking on the phone about it today. They're loving their Merlin. And it's good to see.
Yeah, it's a good show. You know, and it's more of a family-friendly type show.
Yeah.
You know, and I know I've told you this before, but to me it almost reminds me of a cross between Game of Thrones and Princess Bride.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and that's a wonderful thing. And how lucky can you get that your best friend and your husband like some of the same shows and stuff? So, you know, they be yakking on the phone too. So, it's been a great day. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm gonna get off here and stare at Brad for a while. Really? Why are you looking at me like that?
You're looking at me. I'm normal. You're looking at me. Give me a ugly face.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. I hope that you're staying warm and safe out of any storms. Which reminds me, I'm watching the tsunami movie / documentary on HBO Go right now in part 1. And look, it's a good one. So makes you really think about what everybody went through in Thailand. And what really got me was the vast difference, and it's that way in Hawaii too, of the tourist areas as opposed to the where the people that actually live on the island and the workers and stuff, what their atmosphere and environment is like. It's so different. So if you go over to these places, don't think like Belize, Thailand, Hawaii, etc. That the whole country is like your tourist area, because it's not. Like in Belize, you might get the impression that it's very safe to live there if you're staying at a big resort where they hire extra security. They make it look all beautiful and safe, but they tell you if you're living there, if you're going to be an expat and live there, because we researched it, we thought about moving there, is that it is not safe to leave your house at night at all. The roads can be very bad, especially during the rainy season. It's impossible. You cannot leave your home. Like some people will come there during for a while and then leave or travel or whatever. You better hire a security guard, because you come back, your home will be, ransacked. Your vehicle will be gone. And I'm not saying Belize is a bad place, but it's a very different government and police than we do. So,
Well, when we were doing all that research initially, I thought, let's do it. This sounds incredible.
Because it's very cheap to live there.
Yeah, and then once we started looking into it more, and, I started getting a little squeamish about it. But then just for kicks and giggles, I did, and Wyoming was a wonderful place. I did some research on Casper, Wyoming, and I thought,
I want to live there.
Cool, let's go there.
Yeah, I know, because so, it'd be a fun place. And then the bot flies.
Yeah.
That was kind of the cinch with me. It's like,
no.
That
was definitely creepy.
And also they regard dogs and cats as nothing.
Yeah.
And there's a high problem with wild dogs. And they say the biggest problem is not having your animal attacked by these packs of wild dogs.
Yep.
And then cats, So I'm like, no. Because I was trying to figure out if there was a quarantine period if you were bringing dogs in and cats in, and, and then it was just too iffy. It's like, no. And then I was looking at some of the homes. Some of them didn't seem like they really had kitchens. Well, they really don't.
Yeah.
And refrigeration and AC, and then I was looking at internet, and that's real sketchy too. It's like, no, we're not hardcore enough for that. So anyway, I mean, the RV was hard enough. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to get off here now that we're prattling. Honey?
Right. Yeah, I really didn't want Charlie to end up on somebody's dinner table.
No. All right, love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much. And we think you're awesome. And why are you looking at me that way?
Normal.
You need to harvest that one eyebrow. It's like a mile long. No, don't mess. He takes his eyebrow and he does this, and he gets them to stick all straight up, and then I can't look at it. Anyway, say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys. I'm not looking at it.